Hello APS members, and welcome to the February edition of Signal Boost. I'm your host, Callie Pruitt, Senior Strategist for Grassroots Advocacy for the APS Office of Government Affairs, and here's your science policy update. First and foremost, we are excited to report the success of our 2020 Congressional Visits Day. On January 29th, APS brought together almost 70 members from all over the United States to attend nearly 100 meetings with congressional offices to speak about some of the most pressing issues impacting the physics community. These issues included federal research and development budgets, the Keep STEM Talent Act, the Combating Sexual Harassment in Science Act, the helium crisis, and the administration's proposed rollback of methane emissions regulations. Included in the nearly 100 meetings were a record number of meetings with actual members of Congress. Our teams met with Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith of Mississippi, Representative Lizzie Fletcher of Texas, Representative Jamie Raskin of Maryland, Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee, Representative Lauren Underwood of Illinois, APS member and Representative Bill Foster of Illinois, and more. Divided into 15 teams, these dedicated advocates spent numerous hours in training and preparation for this event and did a great job advocating for physics on Capitol Hill. APS continues to be a leader in the science community when it comes to policy and advocacy, and we thank everyone who took part in Congressional Visits Day, making their voices a signal above the noise. In other news, President Trump released his proposed budget for fiscal year 2021 on February 10th, which included significant cuts for the federal science agencies. For the last 2 years, working together, we have successfully advocated to have Congress reject the proposed cuts to science. It's now our job again to speak to Congress about how important these investments are to our economy, national security, and global competitiveness. If you'd like to have your voice heard on this issue, you can find a link in the description to sign your letter to your members of Congress, asking them to reject the president's proposed cuts and instead prioritize funding for DOE Office of Science, NIST, and NSF. Next up, Iowa State physics professor and APS member James Very published an op-ed in the Cedar Rapids Gazette ahead of the Iowa caucuses earlier this month titled "International Students Are Key to a Strong Economy." In this op-ed, James makes the case that fostering the relationship between American and international students is vital to innovation and progress, and he specifically asks Senators Grassley and Ernst to co-sponsor the Keep STEM Talent Act. If enacted, the Keep STEM Talent Act would allow advanced STEM degree students on F-1 visas to legally declare their intent to pursue careers in the United States post-graduation. It would also provide a clear path to a green card for any international student who earns an advanced STEM degree from a U.S. institution and secures a job offer from a U.S. employer. If you live in Iowa and would like to take action, please click the link in the description to sign your letter to Senators Grassley and Ernst. Finally, we're looking for volunteers to lend the Office of Government Affairs a hand at the March meeting. We'll be helping members sign letters to Congress, polling attendees on what science policy issues matter most to them, and signing people up for Signal Boost. If you'd like to hang out with OGA staff and get a very cool APS t-shirt, you can sign up at the link in the description. I hope you'll join us. That's all for this edition of Signal Boost. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.